welcome to the Next Guy Up podcast. We have an incredible show for you today. Welcome to Messing Around Mondays, where we like to mess around. We have some really fun topics for you planned today. And today we are going to start a brand new segment here just in the second at the beginning of our pod called The Cycle, where each of the squad members here are going to bring something we saw in the news this week, something that was interesting to us, and we're going to bring it and kind of show and tell about it and share with the class. And that's where we're starting off today. We have some trivia we're going to be doing. We have another pretty incredible draft I think that you're going to love coming up at the very end, and that's where we're headed.
I think the number one topic before we dive into the cycle is Zach Durham figured out how to use his mic, everybody.
Guys, it's a miracle. A true Christmas miracle indeed. It turns out all along we've got these nice new mics for the pod. Some Yeti Blue mic, shout out sponsorship. Gave it to us for free. Just kidding. We bought them. And I think I have been accidentally connecting to the the microphone on my headphones instead. And so here we are with the first audio that probably sounds decent out of my mic so far. Guys,
this explains so much.
We're learning as we go. We don't know what we're doing. It's fine. It's fine.
Tinsley and Zach have the same mic, of course, and they do not sound the same at all. And we were wondering why the quality was so much different.
Every episode, as right before we hit record, we're just like, Zach, we just can't hear you. It's so quiet. Well, it turns out his Beats microphone on his headphones isn't the same quality as these mics that we bought.
So hopefully you tell the difference in my microphone quality today. Should sound a little bit better, hopefully. So that was about 3 minutes ago, right before we started this pod today, that we found that out. So big things are happening here on the pod. Big things. Still
no layoffs, I might add.
No layoffs.
Still no layoffs.
Still not a single. Write that down. We need one of those counters like they have in like factories, or that Dwight has in the office, like
days without accidents.
Without nonsense. That's us. We're at
we have one of those
14 days with no layoffs. That's pretty good.
We have one of those at UPS.
Oh yeah, Tinsley also works at UPS, so he had a big week this week with the
with us not striking.
No strike.
I was kind of looking forward to. I don't know if this was going to be in the cycle for anybody, but I was kind of hoping we were going to strike. Just it'd been fun.
A couple days off.
Get out there with a picket fence.
Yeah,
the picket fence. They build a literal fence around the UPS facility.
Is that not what they do?
I don't know. I've never done it.
I've never been on strike.
So Tinsley almost started the strike, but he did get a nice pay boost out of it. Hopefully, over the next couple of years, at least.
Reset. Yep. Nope. Starts on Tuesday, so I guess I can care about my job now because they pay us. All right.
All right. Put that in the record book. Somebody tweet that. Yeah, UPS. He cares about his job now that he makes more money. Well, so the way the cycle is going to work, we're each going to go around, and we don't know what each other has picked yet, but we're going to share some just anything out of the media, out of the news that we saw this week that we thought was interesting, and just we'll talk about it for a little bit. So who wants to go first? Tins, Mason? Mason wants to go first. He's raising his hand if you can't see.
I'm ready to go. So you want to know how dedicated I am to the pod?
How dedicated, Mason?
I spent 3 hours of extensive research. And what I mean by extensive research, words with Mason, I mean sitting through a movie for 3 hours. And the movie that I'm talking about is not Barbie, but Oppenheimer.
Wow.
Oh boy.
What a sacrifice, Mason.
It really was. That was a long 3 hours. I can't remember the last time that I sat through a movie that was more than 3 hours. And the greatest movie of all time, Endgame. So let me go ahead and share. There will be no spoilers for this movie because it's still a week out. So I will not give any spoilers away. Huh?
Is there any violence? Death?
No.
Murder?
So I literally sat through the whole movie excited for explosions because if anybody knows ya boy, I'm all about the explosions. the action, and you want to guess how many explosions. Well, I said no spoilers. I'll give one spoiler.
Or fast forward 30 seconds if you don't want to hear it.
Hit the fast forward 30-second button in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. There was one explosion, everybody. I sat through 3 hours of a movie for one explosion.
But it was like
Let me tell you,
explosion.
It was the explosion.
Human history.
But it was one yes.
Like the biggest one.
So going into the movie, the reason why I wanted to watch it was because of the explosion, of course. And then the cast, which I would like to give out real quick. Cillian Murphy, Florence Pugh, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, Matt Damon,
mm-hmm.
Josh Peck.
Wow.
There's several others, but that's a pretty good cast right there.
Solid.
So I do want to get into the fact that if you are interested in history, a plot, and a lot of talking, this is your movie.
Mason
I'll just go ahead and
plot.
Hates
a plot.
So
dialogue.
I will go ahead and say that I'm not the biggest history buff. And a lot of this, probably 70% of this movie went over my head. I looked over at Jalen, my wife, and was like, I don't understand half of this. Also, subtitles have ruined me because I am like, what did they say? Can I hit the rewind button? And some of it is like mumbling and soft talking. And I'm like, what? I don't even, or really big words that I'm like, I don't know what that was. And it kind of went over my head. So I brought up Barbie just to be funny, but I did want to talk about the fact that there is kind of like a comparison of who won. So they both came out on the same weekend,
right,
which was July 21st. The duo collected $235.5 million in that single weekend, the first weekend, representing the fourth highest selling box office opening in history. Does anybody know who won that weekend?
Last weekend?
It's got to be Barbie.
Barbie won by a lot.
Barbie won with $115 million in the first 3 days, and Oppenheimer had $82.4 million in its debut. However, I'm all about the stats here. Oppenheimer has surpassed Barbie in the first 9 days. So now Oppenheimer's caught back up. But if you're wanting to compare the first weekend, that would be Barbie won that. So if anybody's seen it, look up on YouTube where they combine the two trailers together. It's pretty funny stuff. You really need to go check it out. Just type in like like Barbie Oppenheimer trailer combined or something. I'm sure
you mean Barbenheimer?
Barbenheimer. Yes, you would be correct. So that concludes, because I didn't want to give too much spoilers. So I'm kind of keeping it sweet, short, and to the point.
Way to think about the people.
I will say, if you're thinking about going and watching this movie, I will say Messin famously is like action movie mania. I mean, he drafted he drafted Avengers Endgame and Infinity War back to back as the top two summer blockbusters. Don't let this if you're a person who enjoys dialogue in a movie, likes talking at least a little bit, this might be for you still.
I will say that they had a lot of flashbacks and a lot of like time jumping, but they had a black and white scene and then a regular scene, so it made sense. Like, my biggest pet peeve is when I'm like, okay, was this in the past? Is it like they're jumping around way too much and I can't even keep up with it? So they did do a good job separating.
What if this is part of the part of the multiverse with Robert Downey Jr. showing him back up? Like, what if that's like an Iron Man variant showing up in Oppenheimer?
Earth 8000.
You ever think about that, Mason?
Did you ever think about that?
But now I'm back in
Endgame.
It's a big deal right there. Yeah, but that concludes my cycle segment.
Great work, Mason.
Great work. Way to sacrifice for the team and go see the movie.
Oh, it was
number one movie in America.
2.3 out of 10, everybody. Who said
that? That's better than what you gave Doctor Strange, I think.
I gave it a negative 1,000.
Oh, there's a lot of action in that movie. All right, Tins, what you got?
So and this is a throwback to our first Messing Around Monday, our great sponsors over at the Taco Bell. If you're an avid Taco Bell fan, like I claim to be, then you know about the Beefy Crunch Burrito and what it means to you. When this thing came out in 2010, for $1, mind you. I mean, it changed lives. You could get like 4 of them. You got these spicy Fritos, ground beef, nacho cheese. It comes with sour cream in it, which I obviously take out because I'm not a sour cream guy. If I even think it's on there, I'm gonna send it back. It's not gonna happen.
I've been there when he has sent it back.
I tell them sometimes in the drive-thru that I'm allergic to sour cream just to make sure they do not put it on there. I hate that stuff, dude. I hate it.
He will not eat. He will not eat whatever burrito, taco, nothing. He won't eat it.
So that brings us to fast forward from 2010. It had a year where it was on the menu before they took it off. Had a lot of backlash. Well, Taco Bell ran a survey about 9 months ago and asked the fans to vote. What item would you like to bring back? It was the Cool Ranch Dorito, the crunchy Dorito shell, or the Beefy Crunch Burrito. And I'll tell you what, the Beefy Crunch Burrito ran away with it, and it was announced that they will be returning it to stores come August 1st.
We're back, baby.
So we are back like we never left.
There's no way on earth that is still $1.
No,
what if $1?
No way.
Wow.
Well, I don't
Could you
know.
imagine the sales.
I'm gonna go. Let's all give a price guess.
I think it comes in at $2.
$2 sounds
I'm gonna say
right.
$2.45.
I'm saying $2. They have
their dollar value menu is pretty fire though. I bet it shows up.
It is. It has the beefy melt burrito on there for $2, and that's what they tried to like change it to, where they brought this item, the Beefy Crunch Burrito, 5 years ago, and it's the same thing except for the fact that the Fritos that are in it are not spicy. They're just like red chips, and so they're not as good, obviously, because it's just plain old chips inside of a burrito. So the 68,000 fans that have signed up for the Facebook group Beefy Crunch Burrito Movement are excited. They are pumped up. I've been in this Facebook group since then because I when you're dumb and in high school, you just join dumb Facebook groups, right?
That's kind of like a strike.
Kind of. It's, I've helped because these people, I mean, they have pictures of guys with tattoos of the burrito on them. They have dedicated fans that anytime Taco Bell posts anything on social media, all they comment is bring back the Beefy Crunch. I mean, it is an ordeal. So
wow.
Come August 1st, it has finally returned, and I cannot wait to go hit up some Taco Bell on my way home that night.
If any listener gets a Beefy Crunch tattoo with the Next Guy Up logo on it, we will retweet you.
Yeah,
and pay you $10.
I'll give you a free T-shirt. I'll give you a Next Guy podcast. Next Guy Up podcast T-shirt.
There you go.
I'll send you the ultimate exclusive gambling pick that I won't post anywhere else.
It's just Trevor Lawrence MVP.
It's a secret. It's for the Discord.
It's a different pod. Let's save it for the weekend preview. All right, Tins. That was a good one.
That's mine. Thank you. I'm very excited.
I didn't know that. It's educational.
That's bigger news than Oppenheimer. I'm going to be honest.
My opinion sure is.
Well, my news could be the greatest news that the human race has ever received.
Guys, if you're driving right now, I'd suggest pulling over. Make sure you're in park. This is a big deal. What is going on?
This week, Congress held a hearing about UFOs. This is a real thing that happened. There was an actual congressional hearing this week about not actually UFOs. They call them something different now. They call them UAPs, sorry. Unidentified aerial phenomenon. And there was a whistleblower. His name is David Grush. I regret to inform you, I listened to multiple podcasts today and did a lot of research about this. David Grush was in the Air Force, and one of his roles was to kind of investigating some of these anomalies. So upon some investigation, he spent his whole career doing that. He's like retired now, and he came out to whistle as a whistleblower, which is just someone who's trying to expose something happening in like the government. And he said the government is kind of hiding stuff from everybody. including Congress, possibly. Like he was like, the military and parts of the government are hiding stuff that we know is true. He said they have this whole thing that takes these unidentified aerial phenomenons and gathers evidence about them. He said there have been wrecks where we found things that have crashed. And he even said that they found non-human matter on some of these planes or on some of these aircrafts that have crashed, like stuff that's not human, but it's like biology of sorts. And he is, I mean, so this has kind of started this big thing this week. If you are unfamiliar, no one really knows what's happening, but Congress legitimately sat in a hearing this week where people just talked about aliens and UFOs for the entire time. And the more info we get about it, it seems like the chances are increasing probably that something like this is true. We don't know what they are. A lot of the stuff he was talking about was like our planes are picking up weird stuff that we can't explain, like that literally our technology cannot create the signals that these things are putting out, like that we're receiving it. So either it's like ultra advanced tech from like another country or like Chinese tech or something, or it's tech that is not of the earth yet. This is real stuff. You guys heard about any of this?
Yeah, I've heard about some of it, and it's pretty interesting. I know that essentially they passed a law where if you want to be a whistleblower and not go to jail, you have to go to Congress to do it. That's why he did this. And essentially they ruled that like, well, we can't prove what he's saying isn't true or is true type thing. So I saw a fun conspiracy theory where it was like, yeah, it was very convenient that he's doing this today, the same day that Joe Biden's son is going to the Supreme Court or a hearing or something about all his whatever he I don't know. I saw some stuff on Twitter. This is not a political podcast. I'm not saying one way or the other if he was doing drugs in the White House, but that was what he was apparently in trouble for. And so it was a convenient thing. Apparently the conspiracy theorists said that, oh, well, this is going on at the same time. Could it be aliens are real? I don't know. My guess is they're time travelers, humans time traveling back to see us. That's my guess.
From the future?
Yep.
Wow.
I think you meant to say the multiverse.
They could be multiversal creatures for sure. That's a great idea, Mason. There's there's a lot of videos out there though that are pretty like, you're like, those could be photoshopped or fake. But if they're real,
see, that's my thing about it is we can get a crystal clear video of anything on Earth, anything that's going on, except for when it comes to aliens, and then all of a sudden everyone's iPhone and everyone's camera reverts back to 2006,
like flip
phones. Yeah, like all of a sudden everything, and maybe it's because they're aliens and they have technology to make our phones mess up when we try to record them. I don't know, but it's just convenient that anytime they try to release these videos, it's always like the most terrible quality ever.
That will transition to my top 5 alien movies of all time, starting right now.
Wait, Mason.
Number 5.
Wait. Oh. This is part of my trivia I was going to do in a second.
Oh, dang.
We'll get there.
I ransacked it. We'll go ahead.
Well, I will say, I was on a run the other night. I run occasionally. I'm not very fast, but I go for runs around the neighborhood and stuff. And I went up to this house and I saw like blinking lights in the sky. And it was late. It was like 11 o'clock. And for a second, I was like, it's like not moving around very much. It's just kind of staying there. It's not a plane for sure. It turns out it was definitely a drone that someone in the neighborhood was flying and like watching me run. It was very creepy. It was pretty high up in the air, but it was legitimately like following me kind of. I was nervous for sure. But
Zach is so famous from the podcast now.
Yeah, the fans are kind of crazy. They found me.
Do you think that's Disney trying to catch us since we said they sponsored us and they probably didn't like that?
It could be some of our fake sponsors coming after us. It's a good point. I'm gonna send them to you guys and tell them leave me alone. It was weird. So that was, I think, how often does that happen though? That was one of the things they said was a lot of times it's like drones, like really sophisticated drones that are out there, maybe run by other countries or whatever, but that's what it's not UFOs, it's just drones. Crazy stuff.
It's definitely interesting. A lot of fun rabbit holes you can go down when it comes to the UFO stuff.
So I think before we get to our trivia, we do need to I think we need to have an official pod position on the aliens. I think the world needs this. What does the Next Guy Up podcast think about the aliens coming to Earth?
I think.
What do we think?
I think I'm going to stand on the grounds of I am a friend to the aliens. If they want a friend, if they need some gambling picks,
got you.
Just a guy to hang out with and watch the game. Get some buffalo wings. I'm their guy.
Pose no threat to the aliens.
I don't want no smoke with the aliens. None.
I pictured in my mind just now of your generic alien sitting on the couch with Tinsley with a Trevor Lawrence jersey on, rooting for the Jags, eating buffalo wings.
So our official pod position is we want the aliens to hang out with us. We are friends to all alien species that may end up on Earth someday.
I'll help them set up a DraftKings account right now, and we'll do some gambling together.
We will invite them to be on the pod with us. Special guests, the aliens.
Special guest. Matter of fact, we'll hold down a spot. First guest on the pod will be aliens. It's an open seat ready for them.
Anytime they want on. It doesn't matter how bad their takes are, how bad we want them on here. All right. I like it. We welcome them to Earth. Maybe not that. So can we get to our next segment? Mason did step on it a little bit. Mason.
Dang it. A second again.
Part of our trivia today. Well, so in light of this this UFO kind of news happening this week, also Secret Invasion just wrapped up. It's a tough look for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all of their TV shows. It was tough. It was a tough watch. I mean, it wasn't bad. There were some high points. I don't know if either of you guys watched it all the way through yet, but I mean, it was fine.
I finished it.
The finale was, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson in a role is pretty cool. It had some other pretty big time actors in it. Well, that was fun, but tough. It's a tough look a little bit. So there's that show obviously features aliens prominently as well. So in light of those things, our trivia today, and this is going to be Mason versus Tinsley, and Mason has an advantage at this point because he somehow guessed this. I'm going to go back and forth between the two of them, and they are going to have to name as many alien featured movies or television properties as possible in a row until one of them can't think of any. I will tell you, there are jillions of them. Like obviously I've had some time to think, and I've been looking some up and stuff just so I was ready. There's a lot of them. And so just to put things on level playing field with Mason, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has about 12 of them. So any movie that features aliens whatsoever is on the board for picks. Horror movies, funny movies, superhero movies. It doesn't matter. As long as there's an alien in it, you're good.
Then we're good. All right.
Okay, Mason is going to go first.
Do we get like strikes or anything?
No,
like,
first.
Do we at least have can we have one strike? Huh?
What do you mean? What's a strike? Like you can't think of one? It doesn't have an alien in it.
If we list one and we're like, oh shoot, it doesn't have an alien, then we get one more chance. Sure. Okay, one more chance.
All right, Mason's first.
Well, I'm going to go with the obvious since he brought up Invasion, and I'm going to do Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Lots of aliens.
Men in Black 1.
Dang it.
All right, Mason.
He's going to beat me.
That was quick.
That was quick. Men in Black 2.
All right.
Signs.
Oh, that's another callback.
Yes, sir.
He loves that movie. Top 5.
Top 5. All right.
I'm also giving myself some time. Jimmy Neutron the movie. It really does have aliens in it.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna give it to you.
Coneheads.
Is that a movie?
I don't even know. I've never
There's
even
a movie,
seen that.
right?
It's like a
It's like an SNL.
It's like a
sketch
90s
is what it
movie.
was first.
yeah.
Okay,
Independence Day.
it's a good one, Mason. Good one.
Independence Day 2.
Dang it! What?
Got him.
Got him.
Monsters versus Aliens.
It's a good one, Mason. Great pick.
It's a cartoon movie.
It is.
What's the Cowboys versus Aliens?
Got him.
Oh my gosh. That movie was not good. Hot take.
Is that
That's Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
that
bad.
believes. I think so.
Does he have more bad movies than good movies?
No.
Ooh.
That is a serious
This
question.
is not for now.
Okay.
I don't want to.
It's just-
Yeah,
I'm
stop
going
giving-
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
quit
give
giving
some more-
yourself time. Name an alien movie.
I
Coward.
never saw it, but it was a cartoon. Another one, Home. Home. Look it up.
I'd like to check the board
All right, I'm looking it up. Home.
while you do that. I think I will answer.
Tins is on it. Okay, Jim Parsons, Rihanna, in Home. An alien on the run from his own people makes friends with the girl. Yep, checks out.
I win.
Dang it.
What was that? A
All
couple
right.
years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna go with I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's called Mars Attacks. It's a movie. It's in the 90s as well. They're really gross looking aliens. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
All right. Well, we gotta keep
Same
it
vein of
going
like
here.
How
the
did you come up with
90s
that? It was
SNL.
definitely 96.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Jack
It's
Nicholson.
the
Glenn Close.
yeah. It's the.
Interesting.
It's funny.
Okay.
Give it a watch.
I just came up with this one. It's a comedy. Paul. It's like he eats a bird. The alien does.
I seem to
Is it
have.
Seth Rogen?
I seem to think of a series of about 9 movies that all prominently feature aliens in a set in
Zach,
space.
shut up.
Okay, sorry. You seem to be struggling.
Go ahead.
All right, Tins.
No, we're doing great.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Dang it! Wait, they're in all of them, right? No, they're not.
Jar Jar Binks,
Star
episode
Wars
1.
Episode 2.
Okay.
All
All right,
right.
we throw the Star Wars. Star Wars is done.
All right.
Well, let me go ahead and
It's
answer
been
one.
5
Let's just
minutes
say
of
he
time
did.
just going through all the Star
Let's just
Wars
say he did
movies.
Star Wars. I'll do one. The Avengers.
Okay.
The Avengers movie.
Right.
Transformers.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That was a good one.
So many aliens.
The day the Earth stood still. Still? The day the Earth stood still.
Is that an alien movie?
Look it up. I'm grasping at this point.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'm going to go with Arrival.
That's a very good movie. I was gonna honorable mention that if no one picked it. Arrival, very good.
Very good movie.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Or is it my
You're right.
All right.
Dang it.
That was. I think I watched that with my brother.
Mm. Shout out Matthias.
Avatar. Shout out Matthias. Avatar.
Are we calling
Those
them
are
aliens? Ooh. I think aliens. This is your pass, Mason. You need one more.
All right.
I think those
one
are
more.
those
Here
are more
you go.
animals, other creatures.
Okay, so that was my pass. Okay.
I don't think
Yep.
I called them aliens.
So I get to go again.
Yep.
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans? Are there aliens in that?
Do they have a movie? Is that a? Oh, you said
He's
TV
in
shows
TV
too,
series.
right?
Yeah, he's in
Okay.
shows.
Sure.
All right. Falling Skies.
Got him.
I'm gonna lose.
Falling
this.
Skies. Fire.
Good show. It got a little rocky towards the end there.
Well,
They couldn't land the
We'll
plane.
forgive it.
I think I'm out. I have no more. If anybody in the audience is listening, you're probably like shouting out
We
other
kind of
movies.
clumped all the Avenger movies together, all the Star Wars movies together, because
Yeah.
we could have
did, just to save
really
time.
lengthened that one out.
Really? Yeah.
Okay, no more. You good? You done?
I'm done.
Bang.
Tins, you
All
got
right,
any more?
Tins.
He took the one.
Tins, you got any other ones off the top of your head? I'm gonna give some honorable mentions.
No, not off the top of my head.
Some ones that so there is literally a movie called Alien, actually multiple of them.
Oh my god!
About an alien
shut
that
up.
kills people. Predator, I think you could also throw in the alien category. Movie that came out last year, Nope, by Jordan Peele. That's prominently about aliens. The Tomorrow War on Amazon Prime, very good. A Quiet Place. About aliens.
Yeah, I guess they are technically aliens.
Cloverfield.
Yeah,
that's about aliens for sure.
Mm.
Arrival was a good pick. I like the Men in Black pick as well. I mean, I started looking up. I was like, man, there's a lot of alien movies. District 9, pretty good. The Mist.
Oh, The Mist.
Oh my,
it's a tough
sci-fi movie.
All-time movie right there.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my god.
A little lighthearted.
A little bit, less death in that one. Let's see. Godzilla, are we calling Godzilla?
Nope.
Not Godzilla.
I thought he was just
what's the other one that fights Godzilla though?
King Kong?
Oh wait. Yeah, Godzilla is not an alien.
No,
think
that's
so.
a dinosaur.
A dinosaur?
He just got affected by nuclear energy, I thought.
Interesting. All right, well, that's that. Great work, Tins. You're kind of killing the picks there. That was better than I would have done.
2 in a row, baby. I've won 2 trivia games in a row. I am hot.
Well, you have an opportunity for a third trivia in a row.
Oh no.
Zach, did you have anything else? I'll go ahead.
No, that's great. I think we covered the aliens.
All right. Awesome.
Shout out
so
aliens. Come on the show.
Trivia part 2. Our next guest, an alien. Part 2 of the trivia is a Who Said It trivia. I'm going to give a quote. This could be any quote. It does not have to be from like a movie or TV series. It could be from a song. It could just be in history. It could be whatever was said by whoever. So the quote is, no, there's no other options. There's no do-overs. Was it by A, Paul Rudd, B, Paul McCartney, C, Paul Revere?
I think I know this.
I think I do too. I think it's Paul Rudd.
I think it's Paul Rudd in Avengers Endgame as Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You would be correct. I will do a bunch of them that is not
Before they
from
time travel.
Endgame.
Yep.
Right before the time,
I
or
watched
during the
it
time travel.
times. I've watched the movie Endgame.
Yep.
So then my follow-up question is, who is Paul Revere?
He's the British are coming guy.
That's all I know.
American
That is
Revolution.
all I know. He's on a horse,
Yeah, the British are
and
coming.
he was just letting everybody know
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah.
the British were coming. Oh, I thought you had more.
I mean, he's like a
I'm
guy.
being serious. I don't know history.
Yeah, I mean, he fought for the American Revolution. Told everybody the British were coming.
So that's a history lesson with Mason. That was free, by the way.
Wow.
You didn't have to pay for that.
Wow.
Incredible stuff.
And the reason why I was able to give that to you for free is because that question was sponsored by Ramen Noodles.
Shout out.
Shout out Ramen Noodles.
No do-overs.
That
in ramen
concludes-
noodles.
Nope.
And that concludes my trivia segment, sponsored by Ramen Noodles.
All right. That's great. Well, we're going to wrap up today, or the last segment. We have what I think is going to be an incredible draft today. We won't always do drafts, but we had some fire ones on the plate. And being summertime, being the summer season, we decided to go with the draft today that's close to all of our hearts. And that is going to be the ultimate Cookout Tray draft. Tinsley actually used to work at Cookout. He has a little bit of advantage.
I sure did. Maybe a little bit.
He knows the menu inside and out. And he always talks about how he used to try and get people to upgrade orders and add bacon and stuff for extra money. So Works every time. But today we are drafting a tray that consists of, and as we all know, a tray consists of an entree, 2 side items, and then a drink or a milkshake with an upcharge. For the sake of our draft today, Cookout kind of has some classic drink options that we're going to be drafting later, and so we wanted to make those separate. So we're going to do 1 drink and 1 shake. So we have 5 total things we're drafting. You can draft those items in any order you want. So if you want to go milkshake first, you can do that. You want to go side first because you have one that you want to get. Do it. That is legal, but by the end of it, you have to have 1 entree, 2 sides, a drink, and a milkshake option. Are we good?
I believe so.
All right. I have my number generator over here, and we are going to see who is going first. 10s, pick a number 1 through 3.
Let's go 2.
All right, Mason.
I'll go with number 1, baby.
I'm number 3. So let's see what we got. First off is going to be Mason with number 1.
Ooh,
second is going to be. Wait a minute. Oh, number 2. Is that 10s?
Yeah.
Okay, 10s is number 2, and then I am coming in last on the turn.
Bang, bang.
You ready?
We're ready
Mason?
to go.
All right, let the Cookout draft commence. Let's do it.
All right. So this might be a reach, but it's not going to be here when it gets back to me. And there's several good options for like your entree, and there's tons for the side items, but I feel like there's some better side items than anything else. And that is going to be, and this, some people don't know about this, but it's Cajun fries. Not just normal fries,
Always
but
Cajun
fries.
Yep.
You have to go the Cajun fries. And that is my number 1 pick, just because there's no way. If anybody knows Mason Trentle, co-host of the Next Guy podcast, if you know who I am as a person and a human being, you know I love French fries, and I would be a disgrace to my name. It is part of my. By the way, got some blood work done. I literally think I trained my body to just consume as much fries as possible, and my blood work comes back clean and top notch.
Wow, so he's so healthy.
I've years in the making.
Look at him.
He spent years toning his body.
Physical
as many fries as possible.
And it not affect me in a negative way whatsoever. So I'd be a disgrace to my name if I did not choose Cajun fries number 1 pick.
Okay.
Wow. Well, here we go. So he's
leaving it wide open, Tins.
There's something. I think there might be something. There might be something wrong with drafting first overall so far, because it just you do something wrong.
There's no way it's going to be there when it gets back to me.
Cajun fries?
He's a coward.
Yeah. So I'm going to go big double burger tray with cheese, bacon, mustard, and pickles. Because I'm sorry,
I wanted it
as a former employee at Cookout.
Big double is the best.
The big double burger is what sells like literal hotcakes
every time.
You can't keep them on the grill. People buy them so fast. So yeah, it's a big double burger tray. Put whatever you'd like on it, but I'm pretty simple. As I just like cheese, bacon, mustard, and let's roll.
Let's roll.
So I'm gonna gladly take that and run.
Dang.
I think I messed up.
Dang it, Mason.
You got that first pick remorse, right?
All right. Well, that was obvious number 1 overall pick. I think. Shout out Mason for blowing it. So now here at number 3, I think when I go to Cookout, I have a hard time imagining myself ordering anything other than a burger, and so I think I'm going to have to. It's not as good as the big double, but it's the second best item on the menu here. We're going with just the regular quarter-pound burger as my draft pick. Put some cheese on it, whatever else you want. I don't care. That's my pick. Not as good as the big double, obviously. Big double tray just rolls off the tongue. It's there, but that's my pick. Great burger. Honestly, here's my hot take for the pod today. I think Cookout has some of the best fast food burgers you could buy.
fun fact about Cookout's fast food burgers is they have their own processing, like butchers in North Carolina.
Wow.
They have their own cow farms, and so it is fresh. You have 3 days to cook it up, or you have to throw it away. So they are very strict about their hamburgers. You get a meat truck delivery every day of the week. They bring you hamburgers every day. So
you guys didn't know
just
you
know that
this
when
kind
you're
of
eating
material on the pod today.
You did not.
The inside.
I got your behind the scenes of Cookout, and so just know that when you're eating that Cookout burger, it is fresh. It is never frozen.
Wow.
And that was free because of our sponsor, North Carolina Farms of Cookout.
So I'm taking the regular quarter pound burger. My second pick, I will be taking the chicken quesadilla. It's always my second side item. Fries are always first, but second side item always chicken quesadilla. And so on the board, taking it. Easy.
Oh, easy. I mean, you're building a grade A plus tray right there. But I'm gonna have to go with what I feel like is the most slept on side item at Cookout, and these are exclusive. This company only makes these for Cookout, and that'd be the Hush Puppies.
Wow,
those Hush Puppies. Dip them in some Cookout sauce. We are cooking.
Those are really good.
You're sleeping on them, everybody.
You're sleeping on them, everybody, because you can only buy them at Cookout. That's it. And you get 12 of them for $1 if you get them not in your tray. I mean, come on.
We're going to see an uptick in Hush Puppy consumption around America. They're going to be like, wow, we're selling a lot of Hush Puppies, huh? It's because Tin's a whistleblower.
I'm a Cookout whistleblower, but it's all good things. I have nothing,
guys. This is incredible.
I have nothing bad to say about Cookout other than just if you work there, you work a lot.
Does he have to get in front of Congress now?
No.
Oh, they don't want me in front of Congress. I'm a liability. I am a liability to the country.
All talk about is Trevor Lawrence stats. Guys,
all
Trevor
right,
Lawrence, MVP. Let's run the numbers.
Okay, but why are you here? Okay, so my second pick is going to be the Cajun chicken. I had to go with the sandwich here.
The sandwich, the grilled.
Yeah, Cajun chicken sandwich.
It's good.
It's good.
It is a good item, especially if you throw some cheese on it.
I think it's got Texas Pete sauce. Is that correct, Tim?
Yep. So you grill it, you toss it Texas Pete in the same Cajun seasoning as the fries. Mason's he's trying to upset his stomach today with the Cajun fries, the Cajun sandwich.
Well, that takes me to my third pick, the Cajun chicken wrap.
Oh my gosh. Somebody get this guy some milk.
It's a theme. All Cajun.
Do they sell milk there? Because if so, that would be my drink of choice.
For your milkshake, your Cajun milkshake.
Yeah.
So that is my second and third pick: Cajun chicken sandwich and a Cajun chicken wrap.
The wraps, the wraps are slept on because it's the chicken tenders, and then they've got all kinds of different variations of the wraps. But the Cajun wrap is the best one for sure.
They have ranch and honey mustard, right? Is there any other ones?
And then you can do a Cajun ranch wrap.
What? I've gone my whole life without knowing this.
Yeah, dude, it's on there.
I'm gonna try that now.
You can add bacon to them if you want.
All right, we're going to Cookout.
It's literally the thing about Cookout is there's no end of the things you can try.
Also, you haven't lived till you've had Cookout past midnight. Because me and Tins have done that.
It does
before.
Taste better the later it gets, the better it tastes. That's true.
Yes, for sure. All right, now I could go and finish my tray and get my second side item, but there's a lot of heavy hitters left laying around, so I'm going to skip that because there's one drink. There's one drink when you go to Cookout that you can think of, and I know I'm sniping this from Zach right now, and that is the cheer wine. The cheer wine, baby. Oh my goodness. There's something different about cheer wine. Getting a huge cup of it. That beautiful cherry taste. Oh, brings you to summertime. So I'm going to be taking a cheer wine right here.
I'd love to know what kind of contract they have where they can. You wonder why you don't see cheer wine more places. Is it like a exclusive contract?
Baja Blast with Taco Bell type of thing?
Like, why are they the only ones that have it in their machines?
I don't know.
You can buy it like
That is
bottled and
weird.
stuff, I know, but it's weird.
Yeah, but you can't buy it. Like, there's no other restaurant that has
Not even
it.
like the machines, like the Coke machines, like the big ones.
I think it's another thing where they're based out of North Carolina. Cookouts, that's where they're from too. So they probably have some kind of exclusive deal with them.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, that really puts a damper on some things for me. Man. All right, I think I'm doing this. I am going to go with my second side item. I'm going to do the... Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going to do the white cheddar cheese bites.
Dang it.
Great item. Who doesn't love white cheddar cheese bites? It's like one of those things where it's pretty hard to mess up. It's like you're literally frying cheese. It's like cheese sticks. Cheese.
Yep.
You know, they have fried cheese curds. It's all kind of there. It's hard to mess up. It always hits. So that's my other side item. And then I think for drink, I am going to have to go with the can I take a float in my drink option?
What the? Then I would have taken a Cheerwine float.
I mean, it's technically in the drink category. It's not an upcharge.
I was looking at the menu. It's technically in the drink category. I don't know what we want to do
okay,
with that. It says floats and cheesecake.
I'm not going to pick a Cheerwine float. I'm going to pick a Coke float.
Coke float. All right.
Not as good, so I'll still seed my Cheerwine, the Cheerwine picked 10s, even though I would normally go with a Cheerwine float there. I would have picked a tea, but I'm not a big tea guy. I feel like I wouldn't be being true to myself. I could have picked the huge tea, but I don't really like tea, and so I felt weird about it, you know. I want to be true to my
pander.
I got to be honest. I
pandering.
can't pander my picks here. I've got to be true to myself. So, those are my two picks.
Well, I was hoping the cheese bites were going to get back to me right there. So, I'm not going to take another side because I feel like they're all level from here out. And I'm going to go ahead and tap into the milkshake market.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many. There's not one you can really go wrong with. But I'm going to go with the classic Oreo cheesecake milkshake right here. The fun fact about Cookout is they use real Oreos that you chop up.
Wow.
And it is a slice of Philadelphia cheesecake that is being blended up with your ice cream. These are real ingredients for real people like me. For real big ice cream guys like me that like cheesecake and Oreos and ice cream, you can't go wrong.
This pot is really turning into a Cookout ad, huh?
Yeah. I might have to go to Cookout tonight because now I am
Cookout,
making myself kind of hungry. And that Oreo cheesecake milkshake just sound like what I need. It's what I need right now. I need it.
In about a week, you'll get to go to Beefy Crunch and go Taco Bell after, get a Beefy Crunch.
Oh, what a combo.
Eat both of those in one day, Tins.
Don't threaten me with a good time because I'll do it. I'll do it. And you know I will.
I'm waiting for the picture. He'll send it. It'll send a picture of him with Cookout and Taco Bell.
Put it on the Instagram.
And it will be so glorious. Yes.
It might be tonight. Somebody, we might find out. Who knows?
Keep an eye out for the picture of his Taco Bell and Cookout combo on our Next Guy Up podcast social media pages.
All right, Mason. So, last picks.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is my favorite milkshake, and I'm just ecstatic that it's still on the board. And that is going to be the orange push-up milkshake. It's got to be.
Brokenhearted.
I had the orange push-up like with the Flintstones on it, I think, and Scooby-Doo. I'm trying to think of all the other characters, but anyways, Flintstones was the orange push-up pop from like when I was a kid, and when that milkshake came out. I really don't get it. I'll branch out every once in a while, but that is the go-to.
That's it. That's the best one for sure. That's what I wanted. You kind of sniped it from me. That's my favorite milkshake without a doubt.
Yep. So it's the best. And then Tens,
Very
do they have Dr. Pepper?
Yes, every fast food restaurant has Dr. Pepper. I don't know what I don't know what deal Dr. Pepper has, but if you can sell Pepsi or Coke, but no matter what, Dr. Pepper has a contract with both.
Was a serious question because they're like, "Oh, we have just Pepsi products," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "But also Dr. Pepper." I'm like, "What? How's that work?" So
I don't know. They're their own thing.
Let me order it like I would on if I was actually at Cookout. Can I get a Dr. Pepper with my tray, please? And then they would say yes. And then can I get an orange push-up milkshake as well? Yep. Okay, that'd be $11.95. Go to the next. Go to the second window. All right, those are my 2 picks.
All right, good picks, Mason.
All right, good picks. So I need a side to finish me up, and I'm going to take – this one's a little out of the box. People don't realize you can do this as a side, but I'm going to get a hot dog. Get a hot dog because I'm a big guy who likes to eat.
Loves a hot
that
dog.
hamburger. That hamburger is not enough to fill me up on its own. So I'm going to get a hot dog with a little chili, probably some mustard. But that's just me. That's my preference.
Good pick, Tens.
Great pick.
Thank you.
You got the hot dog hamburger combo. Nothing speaks more American than a hot dog hamburger combo.
That's what you can say about a guy like me. Is that we used to live in a country that I loved, and I still do. I still hold those values.
Cookout still lives in that country.
Yes, sir.
He eats his hot dog and hamburger with the American flag.
Upholding our country's values. Back when Beefy crunches on the menu.
Zach.
We're bringing it back. So, last pick. Kind of bummed. Orange push-up is definitely the go-to there. But I think I could tank my draft right now and pick what I want to pick. I'll do the honorable mentions after. I'm not going to tank my draft for that. I am going to choose. You know what? Let's go with the classic. We are going to do peanut butter fudge. Sounds great.
Very good.
Love peanut butter. Love fudge. What could go wrong there?
Zero things.
That's the draft. Do we want to run through our trays?
Shoot, I got.
I want to hear the honorable.
I thought you had 2. I thought you had 2 right there.
No, that's it. I was the end.
I want to hear the honorable mention first, and then we'll go through.
Oh, my honorable mention. So this is going to be a hot take. I really like the seasonal eggnog milkshake Christmas in December.
Ooh.
It's fire. I'm a big eggnog guy, though. I know that's not a very popular decision, probably. So that's why I'll save it for the honorable mentions. I do love an eggnog milkshake, though.
And then, even though Friday is a sports podcast, I will have eggnog sales and numbers and popularity
Thank you, Mason.
for us to see how popular eggnog is during the holidays.
Well, Zach's propping it up. In the whole Knoxville area. Apparently.
I'm keeping sales.
He's buying up all the eggnog.
I buy like
I
buy like a half gallon of eggnog at Christmas time and just drink it a little bit at a time. Just sip on it.
That's what it is. You got to take
it's
that.
It's hefty though. It's like it's thick.
Yeah.
I like the watermelon one. Yeah. That one's pretty solid, and it's just they send you watermelons and you just cut them up and throw them in the ice cream. That's all it is.
Wow, that's fresh. Nice. Fresh fruit right there.
And then I think honorable mention wise, I think that the pulled pork is slept on too. People, you don't really ever try it, but it's actually pretty solid.
There you go. And that's your draft. Do we want to run through picks really fast?
Yeah, since I went first, I'm going to order mine like I would at the actual window.
Act like we're at the window.
All right. I got you.
Yeah, can I get a tray with Cajun chicken as my entree? What would you like for your sides? That's a great question. I would like for my sides to be Cajun fries and a Cajun chicken wrap.
Oh, lots of Cajun you got there.
Wow, a lot of Cajun.
Cajun guy.
Nice observation. What would you like for a drink? Oh, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Can I get a Dr. Pepper and then can I add a milkshake and have the orange push-up milkshake? That'd be $7.95. Please go to the next window.
Higher than that.
I know.
You
it
added
is.
a whole
Yeah,
milkshake
okay.
on
Definitely.
it. Come on.
Definitely gone up.
What is it, like $12.95?
Inflation got us off. Remember when cookout trays were like $6 or something?
$5.99.
Yeah, man, that's when we were a country.
That is when we were a country.
$5.99 cookout trays.
Now look at us. I will add that as someone who used to work there at the register, Mason is the perfect guy at the drive-through. That when he starts saying you just call back to the cooks and you're like, this guy's gonna have a side of and just roast him. Just so the listeners at home know that's all the cookout person is doing while you're ordering, is they're making fun of you the whole time to the whole restaurant through the speaker system.
Now you really have to go in front of Congress. You just roasted the workers.
That's what we did. It was the best. We just made fun of people the whole time. So just so you know, if you say one time at the cookout drive-through, at least the stores I worked at, the one I was the general manager of, we would roast you bad. All right. So this is me ordering my cookout tray, the superior tray, because I got a big double burger. Yeah, hi. Can I get a big double burger tray, please? I'm going to get the cheese and bacon. Go ahead and add it on there with mustard and pickles. I'm going to have a side of a hot dog with chili and mustard. And here's I kind of forgot what my other side was.
Huh?
You just had two ums in there, buddy boy.
What was my other side item though?
The cheese curds, right?
Dog?
No, that was Zach.
Oh, that's that.
I had a hot dog.
The quesadilla.
No,
that was Zach. I
Dang
messed
it.
up.
We stuck again. Apparently it wasn't that great, or you would have remembered it.
I said how great they were. Apparently I forgot. The Hush Puppies. Let me get a Hush Puppies.
I forgot the Hush Puppies. That's going to be good for your draft.
I forgot the Hush Puppies. Let me get a huge cheer wine and then a Oreo cheesecake milkshake, please.
It's a good tray.
Oh, no.
It is a good tray.
The Hush. I forgot about
the
Hush
Puppies.
The order,
and then everyone
was worse than mine.
Roasted you.
It was. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting obliterated right now.
This guy went on a podcast and said Hush Puppies are the greatest thing to ever exist, and then forgot them.
I deserve it.
All right, here we go. The tray. I'm going to get the quarter-pound burger tray with cheese. I'm going to add some ketchup to that. I will take a chicken quesadilla, white cheddar cheese. White
cheddar
cheese bites. And I'm going to do a Coke float to drink. I'm going to add on a peanut butter fudge milkshake. Kind of hard to remember all your stuff. It's not my normal order, you know. If my normal order, I got down to a science. I can just rattle it off.
Bang bang.
All right, great draft, everybody.
All right, guys, and that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Next Guy Up podcast. I hope you enjoyed the snake draft. I feel like everyone should go to Cookout tonight and send us pictures of your trays and let us know what you ordered.
We're trying to get sponsored.
Tag us. Yeah, tag us out here. That way Cookout can see that we have added to their bottom line. And they're going to send us some t-shirts, send us some hats. But thanks for joining us this episode. We will catch you Friday, and make sure that you're following us on all of our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until next time, we'll catch you on the flippity flop.
See ya.